Question of the day. When did you realize you were living on autopilot and not actually building your own life? Because this realization hits harder than most people expect. Welcome, friends. I'm Fred. Here we talk about business investments, real life, and training, always from my personal and honest perspective. And today's question is simple but dangerous. When did you realize you were living on autopilot instead of building your own life? I realized this many times in life, and to be honest with you, I'm very good at living on autopilot. I love planning, I love setting goals, and once the plan is set, I execute it. That sounds like a good thing, and sometimes it is, but that's also exactly how you fall into autopilot mode, especially in my line of work, construction. Construction is not like a normal business where every month looks similar. A project can take 1 year, a year and a half, sometimes 2 years. During that time, almost all your capital, attention, and energy are locked into that single project. You become focused, committed, obsessed, and without noticing, your entire life shrinks to just one object. Are you wrong for doing that? No, you are doing exactly what you plan to do. The problem is what disappears while you are doing it. You stop traveling, you stop disconnecting, you stop living other areas of your life. And suddenly, months pass, then years, and one day you look back and think, wait, where did my life go? If you are someone who likes planning, here's the solution: plan against yourself. Before you start a big project, a business, or a demanding phase, you already know what your weakness will be. You already know you'll be sabotage other areas of your life. So you create an anti plan. You decide in advance: one trip per year, two trips per year, one fixed day off during the week. Time that is no negotiable. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. When I was younger, in my 20s, my logic was simple: more projects, more rentals, more incomes. And that logic worked. But it also created an endless loop: idea, project, next project, next project. And if you are not careful, your entire life becomes just that loop. This is where a partner matters a lot. Your spouse will complain, and that's not a bad thing because the person next to you is not an obstacle to your plan. They are half of it. If you listen, you find balance. If one says, never travel, and the other says, three trips per year, you meet in the middle. That's how adults build a life together. When someone stops listening, resentment grows. And that's how many relationships end. Men are especially vulnerable to autopilot. We turn work into a mission, and having a mission is good. I believe in that. I believe I have a mission. But your mission cannot be the only thing. Life has multiple dimensions, and sometimes reality limits you: money, time, responsibility. When that happens, you don't quit, you adjust. You create limits, you create deadlines. I constantly tell myself, I will push now, but when this project ends, I stop. That awareness changes everything. Autopilot is neutral. Routine is natural. But if you don't fight it consciously, your life becomes nothing more than work and repetition. So, plan your work, but also plan your life. And most importantly, create an anti plan to protect yourself from your own tendencies. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you get out of autopilot mode? What works for you? Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.